It's Louis Love with NukeTheFridge.com, and we're here at the world-famous Playboy Mansion. Get it ready to check out the cast and crew of Transporter Refueled.
Hi, my name's Gabriella Wright.
Hi, Gabriella. Could you please describe your character here in Transporter?
Okay, my character, her name is Gina. She's Basque, and she also has some Latina blood. She's hot-blooded, meaning she doesn't take any shit, basically, right? And she has no time for men. If she wants a man, he has to be at her level of understanding, so she can't deal with the transporter. That's what I mean. She feels that she's that good. That she's that badass.
One aspect of the film, first of all, it's amazing. Congratulations. One aspect, though, it's an action-adventure film, just like the previous ones, but it also deals with human trafficking, which is a serious issue. How do you prepare yourself for that kind of role?
God, I mean... I've been working, I actually have another life. I've been working in charities for a long time, since the last 10 years of my life, that sometimes I tell the press, sometimes I don't. It's really something that I do. And worked with this Street Kid Foundation and Human Trafficking Foundation. And we went to visit them in Bali, actually with this actress, Surinder Swan. We went together for the Somali Mom Foundation, and we saw all these things, and it was so awful. So this research I had already kind of done. It was in a different milieu, meaning third world country, that. But this, what we're talking about in the movie, it's first world. So it's luxury, south of France, yachts, billionaires. And to be honest, when I'm in the south of France, I can see those women, and I kind of feel for them. You know what I mean? So yeah, you prepare for them, you prepare for this character by just being aware of your surroundings. This is what happens today, and it's great that it's a fun action movie that underlines something that's so important. It's very, very important that we actually become aware of this, because it's not just a superficial thing.
One thing that really impressed me was the martial arts. Could you tell us a little bit about the stunt work and any training you went through?
I didn't do that much training. We had a bit of training. It was mostly Ed, to be honest. He had a lot of martial art training to do. I mean, I think he was months in advance, just going for it. We got lucky because we wear stilettos and miniskirts all throughout the movie. You know what I mean? There's only so much stunt work you can do in stilettos. But, we did a couple of scenes, and especially, we were working with the car stunt work team, because we're a lot of the time in the car, and the green screen and all that, so we have to make our falls look real, our hits look real. So that was interesting. That was really good. I mean, I'm dyslexic, so it was hilarious. We had a lot of fun, you know what I mean, going the wrong way, going this way. You'll see on the green screen what we're talking about in the film.
My name's Rachel Sheen.
And you're here to check out Transporter, right?
I'm here to check out Transporter Refueled. I'm so excited about this movie. The lead character, Ed Skrein, is super hot. I can't wait to see him.
So you're a fan of action flicks, I'm assuming?
Huge fan of action flicks. Check out these guns.
Whoa.
And...
Whoa.
Yes, hi. My name is Loan Chabano. I am playing Anna in the Transporter, and it's a really fun film. You watched it, right?
Oh, I loved it. And then one aspect of it I like a lot is the action and the martial arts. Could you tell us a little bit about those scenes?
Well, actions was the best part of it. Every day was like a new scene, a new everything. It was like, oh my God, what's going to happen to me? But I mean, Ed was the one who had most action. I don't have as much kick-ass, and I wish I did. I wish I could do more kick-ass thing, but we had a lot of action in the car, a lot of scenes in the car, so it was fun.
How was it wearing those wigs? You got to wear the wigs, right?
Yes.
I like those.
Which one?
The blonde one. Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun. We all looked the same. You don't know who is who. That's what it is about.
Is it hard acting wearing a wig, or do you change your personality wearing a certain wardrobe?
Well, I guess any part of a costume makes the character, so it's not hard, no. I mean, I think it helps. Yeah, for sure.
Sure. Hi, Nickel Fridge. I'm Dave Desmalchin, my wife Eve.
Hi.
Dave, I knew you were going to make it big once I saw you in The Dark Knight. I'm sure you heard that a lot, but I go, this guy is awesome.
Thanks, man. Thank you so much. That's very nice.
A lot.
Ant-Man just came out, but people still talk about Batman, even though we're off the hinges of
Yeah,
Batman. So it's interesting. Batman's still that strong.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, I knew it was going to lead into more things, and we were going to see more of you in the future after watching him in The Dark Knight, obviously. So now on to Ant-Man. Could you tell us something, maybe some future Marvel projects?
You know, we're waiting to find out what the next thing is. It had such an awesome. It turned out so awesome, and I love the way the film turned out, and I think everybody's very happy. So I think they're just figuring out the next stage. I mean, I wish I had more tidbits. Right now, I'm waiting to find out like what toys are going to get made, what is going to be done in like. Oh, what do you call that? Where they make cool toy lunch boxes and stuff like that. But for future films, I mean, I feel like Scott, Paul's character, he kind of needs his gang now, right? Like, he needs us around if he's going to pull off his next series of adventures. So hopefully, you know, when he goes on his next solo adventure, you'll see us in the hive. Or what do you call it? Colony. We'll be in the colony. We'll be getting the lab set up, you know?
We're here for the kind of like reboot of Transporter. Could you tell us, like, what's your favorite action flick?
I think of like The French Connection being like an action flick. Is it considered an action flick? I love that movie.
It's an arty answer.
Yeah. But I think that it has one of the greatest like car chases of all time. Eve grew up watching Bullet. So Bullet's another like way up there. We actually, for her birthday a couple years ago, rented a convertible Stang and went up to San Francisco so we could drive like Steve McQueen did back in the day, and we sped around the streets of San Francisco.
When you first learned that you were going to be Frank Martin and carry on the legend, what went through your head?
Well, actually, remember I was lying in bed at the time. I was with my son. I'd just woken up in the morning, and I remember I got an email from my American agent, obviously LA time, you know, 9 hours different at the time, and I woke up and she said, "You got the gig," and, you know, I gave him a cuddle, put my phone down, and, you know, and carried on with the morning. But I was real happy inside. You know, I'm a guy that doesn't get too overexcited about things. I don't get too depressed about things. You know, it's a wonderful blessing, and I'm so thankful for it, you know. But when I heard, I was like, okay, you know, it's one thing to hear, but now I've got to do it. I've got to bring it. I've got to complete it. So then it's like, you know, I'm happy. No, I changed my goalpost and I say, okay, all right, I'll be happy when I've rapped and I've done a good job. Then I rapped and felt like I'd done a good job, and I was like, okay, now I have to see the film to feel like I've done a good job. Saw the film, and now I'm like, okay, now I have to see how it all goes. So, you know, I take each step as it comes, and just, you know, enjoy the real things in life, which is, you know, family and friends, you know.
So one thing that stood out to me, besides that, you wear that suit awesomely. You wear that suit well. How do you kick so much butt wearing that suit? And it looked like you didn't have too much help. It looked like you were doing it. Tell us a little bit about that.
I mean, it was important for me to you know, to do as much of it as I could myself. The only things I didn't do were the things that were really dangerous, you know, flying across the room on wires and such, you know. And my brilliant stunt double Frank did that, but you know, you can see my face in it. You know, I'm not wearing a mask for the movie. It's important. It was important for me that, you know, you could see that it's me. When I watch action movies, a lot of the time I can see the cuts and stuff like that, and, you know, I really didn't want that to happen. I'm really I take pride in the challenge of learning it, and take pride in executing it, and, you know, just try my best.
Any scene stand out, or was there a scene that was a little bit more difficult to film?
Well, certainly the scene that we did with the in the club with all of the drawers, you know, that was a really exciting one for us to do. Luke wrote that scene, and we shot that after the initial shoot as a reshoot. And, you know, creatively that was great, and really made me reminded me of the Eastern action movies, you know, the kind of Jackie Chan style. That was great. And in terms of the dialogue, you know, the stuff with Ray Stevenson, you know, we had a great chemistry off camera, and you can really feel it on camera. And, you know, he's a lovely gentleman, and, you know, I was so proud to work with him.
My last question, because back to the martial arts, because I love that stuff, and it was especially outstanding in this film. How many takes is that? How much time does it take to film one of those scenes? And, I mean, do you get it on the first try, or?
If we get it on the first try, we'll keep going and try and make it better. You know, I mean, there's different ways of shooting it. You know, with this movie, we tried to really do everything for real. So the fight scenes that we shot as masters. You know, so we shot them from beginning to end. So it was long days. You know, it might be a 14-hour shooting day, I might have done, you know, say the fight in the garage, in the parking garage rather, you know, we may have done that 35 times, you know, but stamina is something I have. Stamina is something I had before I went into training. So I had to learn, you know, the muscle memory, the choreography, and luckily I had great teachers and coaches in, and mentors in Alain Figlas and his incredible team. So, you know, it was just a joy to do, and you know, I love a challenge. So, you know, it was something I relished.
But you had martial art training prior, right?
Precisely. I hadn't done any training when I got the job, you know, but I'm a real keen sportsman. So, you know, that was a draw for me, was to improve my skill set, learn, and you know, to work with Alain and his team. I went to Paris and worked for a month before, so you know, it was great to work with them.
It's NukeTheFridge.com, and it's a wrap. We're here at the premiere of Transporter Refueled, and we got one more interview, well, a couple more interviews, and your name is?
Hiromi Oshima.
Nice name.
And Raquel Pomplin.
Beautiful name, and we're getting ready here to party at the mansion. And what are you guys going to be doing throughout the evening?
We're dancing and partying and giving a tour of Playboy Mansion.
Awesome.
We're the life of the party. Come on, you can't have a party at the Playboy Mansion without bunnies. In this case, playmates, but yeah, we're bunnies tonight.
All right. Don't forget to check out Transporter Refueled in theaters very soon. And I think it's time to party. And I'm in good company.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ladies, can we get...
You think this is the first time someone's held a gun to my head?
You're gonna make me late, and I hate being late. Oh look, Miss Unknown is calling again.
And what would make you think that Unknown is a miss?
I'm just guessing.
Okay, Dad.
Is this the transporter?
Where are the packages? What's this?
You should go.
Out the car, all of you now.
No one's getting out of the car. Now drive.
Seatbelts now.
Perhaps we'll work together again in the future.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
The Mediterranean bank has been robbed before, but never like this.
The driver, he's known as the transporter. We will make him pay.
May I be of some assistance?
Hello, Frank.
Who is this?
You and your friends took something from me, and I've taken something from you. I'll give you 12 hours to find your father before I kill him.
I'm in this because of you, and so's my dad. So we're going to see Carousel.
Do we have a choice?
Not really. He's coming.
We're gonna need more men.
What took you so long?
There's a couple of babies I had to put to sleep.